stupendo.
Who is Renato de Grieux? Well, I think he's certainly a nobleman. He is someone who is looking for love, always. And of course, he does find true love when the beautiful Manon Lescaut appears in the scene. He is struck with her immediately and gives up everything for her. You see true dedication and unconditional love because so many bad things happened to him in his relationship with Manon Lescaut. And he continually comes back to her and continually loves her to the very end. He cannot resist this sense of true passion, true. There's just a magnetism to this woman that he cannot resist, even in his most upsetting moments, when he returns to her after being ridiculed and losing everything. He comes back to her and he's disgusted to see what she's become. Disgusted, and says it. Yes, I'm here for my revenge. But 2 minutes later, he's back in love with her. He could not resist.
La sensualità fa parte.
I'm going to call myself really a virgin to Puccini. But in the past few years, I've come to understand what emotions are required for this music. There are so many colors that happen in Puccini, and if you do exactly what he writes in the score, it will be a fantastic result. And as I said, so many colors. He can be very angry, and the incredible lines that Puccini writes are just spectacular to sing, but also the intimacy.
Come tutte le donne, penso, di Puccini c'è un punto di svolta. Manon cambia ad essere la persona più egoista del mondo e inizia finalmente a dare qualcosa, a dire, a sentire questo amore che ha per lui e anche a fare anche i suoi piccoli sacrifici, come lasciare la dimora d'oro che ha e dove abita, e che la porta anche alla sua crudele fine.
Emotionally is really, really difficult. It just continues and continues. You have to really be careful not to put too much emotion into your character, otherwise you do too much with the voice, and then it's not so pretty. The last scene of this opera is devastating to both of us on the stage. I have a hard time resisting the emotional part of it in the very end, because it is so real. And I think Puccini captures that whole relationship and the end of life so well, and what happens when it does happen to the two of them in the middle of nowhere. Yes, it's one of the most difficult roles in the repertoire. The duets with Manon and de Grieux, they're very intimate. So you have to be extremely aware of everything that's being said and react just as you would if you're having a conversation with someone. So in that sense, the stage director can tell you good positions, they can give you motivation, why I want you to do this, but they can't tell you every single thing that you need to do. You have to have that sense, you have to have that knowledge of what you're saying and what the other person is saying as well, or other people are saying. So I think it's very important for all of us actors to bring something to the table, let's say, when we are staging the opera.
Ho la fortuna di avere a mio fianco il carissimo collega Gregory. Uno dei punti più belli è il duetto del secondo atto, che ovviamente è tutt'altro che posato, se non molto. Abbiamo fatto una bellissima regia con il maestro anche per riuscire a far capire al pubblico che comunque in teatro, anche se si fa molta fatica, riusciamo a fare le cose vere.
When we speak of Maria Jose, she is one of the true actresses of the theater today, and she is always perfectly engaged in the character, and that really helps me. I'm the same way. When I step on the stage, I try not to think too much about the singing part, because that hopefully is already taken care of, and we really try to create this cohesive relationship between the two characters. I think it's so important for us to do that for the public. It creates an incredible relationship, an incredible story, so that when, for example, in this opera, when you reach the very end and you see the devastation that's happening to these two people on the stage, hopefully it's happening to you as well.